spell?
Yes.
Okay. You want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay, Amy Callahan, AMyCallahan, and I'm the co-founder and COO of Collective Bias.
Matt Garcia, MATTGARCIA, and Vice President of Client Services.
And I'm John Lemire, JONLEMIRE, and Senior Vice President of Sales and Business Development at Collective Bias. Is that a mic too?
And you can hear.
This is the mic, and then this is the mic that he has on, and I'm picking everyone up. So
Okay.
You're good.
Cool.
Okay, so what are some of the biggest obstacles you have encountered when trying to motivate your employees?
Biggest obstacles that we've encountered trying to motivate our employees.
I think for client services, everybody has a different personality. I don't think that's necessarily a barrier, but you have to manage based on what are triggers to motivate them, and then what are triggers to like really kind of pull back a little bit and listen a little bit more. I think that's one thing that I've noticed a lot, is that everybody's different.
Each person wants to be managed and motivated a different way.
Agreed. So understanding the differences is the hard part. Reading the people. Is it money that motivates them? Is that a short-term, long-term? Is it recognition? Is it a pat on the back? Is it just letting them stay in the background and be the support structure? And that's what really, is it clearing their desk? Understanding that and is the hard thing to figure out. But once you figure it out, you can use it.
If you could sum up in one word, what is the most important thing about managing people, your key to success, what would it be?
For me, it's empathy, probably. Understanding them and their heart, empathizing with them, showing that you care.
Patience and motivation, so if I can have two, but.
I agree with patience. Gotta have it.
You gotta have it to
Yeah.
give it. Matt has it. That's good.
What kind of motivators do you believe are the most effective on your employees?
I think we have found a lot of success with public recognition. Money, of course, everybody always likes to get, but when they can be publicly recognized in front of their peers and colleagues, I think we've found great success with that.
I have found that the old-fashioned going over to them, looking them in the eye and saying thank you for this particular reason, and I appreciate it, and just giving them a pat on the back and just saying great job.
Well, I think our environment helps to stimulate that as well. Having a great environment that's fun and free-flowing and energetic helps.
What role do you believe that diversity has in your business?
It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. When I think of diversity,
Huge.
the first image that comes to my mind is a puzzle with multicolored and shaped pieces, and fit together you get a more comprehensive and complete picture. And there's so many people bring different angles and aspects to jobs, to ideas, to tactical things, to how to tweak it and make it the best possible experience for the client and those involved. It's huge. It's critical.
For our business model, we have clients, we have vendors that are the only products that they sell are for certain segments of our community, and so we have to mirror that with our bloggers. Is we have to make sure that we're hitting those right streams with the message, and so diversity is huge, from the products that are sold to the people that are talking about the actual products, which is our bloggers, and then the places that they purchase these products, like Walmart. Walmart's very diverse, so we kind of have to mirror that.
I like how totally different approach of diversity you both took.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
In order to determine how to make people successful, it's important to define success. How do you define success?
Define success. I don't think I can answer that.
I love when people, for me personally, I love it when somebody finds value and they felt like they exceeded expectations with if it's a campaign, professionally, if it's a campaign that they over delivered on the product that we were supposed to produce, and they personally had their hand in it, and they made the difference, and seeing them like recognize it and then go, oh my, I had a part in that, and that's a big deal, just to recognize it and go, hey, that was me. So for me personally, helping them get to that moment, that's a big deal.
I think we all talked about success too, has been when the clients that we've had for years that just keep coming back, and how nice that is to even kind of walk up on them and hear them telling our story to other potential clients and their friends and other coworkers is really cool for us.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I agree with both of those. From a personal standpoint, for me, I had one of those aha moments a while back. I was reading one of those pictures that has a slogan on the bottom, and it was about success. And the slogan said that success isn't a destination, but it's the journey. And it was a time in my life when I kept trying to figure out what's the right place to be, where do I want to be, or how much money do you want to make, or do you want to be a CEO or not? And it was when I was at Walmart, and that revelation, when it finally sunk into my head, that it's the journey, it's the enjoyment of the journey, it's not a destination, for me, totally changed my whole outlook on life. And it caused me to ultimately come to collective bias because of the environment and the joy. It's like, I don't want to be anywhere else. I'd rather be here with these guys than anywhere else in the world. And that's success. It's not a dollar figure, it's not a profit, and for me personally, it's being around and working, having fun with the people I want to be with. So,
Excellent. Do you feel that helping others succeed is equally as important horizontally in business as it is vertically in business for the success of your business?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's just as important for your colleagues within your same level to help kind of motivate and teach and help each other grow, as it is for vertically for us to all help each other down this path.
Yeah, we have to have people who we need to grow, and then let them kind of take their role and see what they can do with it. And that's for the future of our business. We're only 3 years old. So if we're not working together, then it's not going to go any further. But if we're helping those people who did come in, take those areas of the business and really kind of blow it up or put their spin on it, then that's a pretty special deal. But help them succeed in doing that. Guide them along the way.
I think there's two levels horizontally. You got to have a team, a leadership team that gels, and I would literally take a bullet point to one of these guys, and I love them that much. But then vertically through the org, the easy decision when somebody's struggling is to cut them loose and say we're done, right?
Right.
And go find something. It's a much harder thing to look into their heart and soul and say, what is this person, what are we missing in this equation? Because they are awesome and valuable, and they're just a square peg in a round hole right here. And having these two guys to talk that through, because my initial response might be to just cut them loose. And we've had to make some changes recently, and I think, with Matt's patience, he's got the patience of Job, really thinking what's the right aspect, and then shifting jobs maybe from one area to another, and seeing that person blossom is huge. But it takes a whole lot more energy, faith, trust, hope, and it's a good balance. So it's critical. You've invested so much in a person. That's my thought anyway.
Relating to your business, when you think vertical and horizontally, other businesses that are related to your industry versus the businesses you're trying to help, do you feel that has a large effect on your business as far as their success?
Well, definitely our clients' success has a lot to do with our success. If they didn't have success, we wouldn't continue to have clients come back or have other clients that have heard about what we've done in a positive way and want to come talk to us. So I think, I mean, without our clients' success, we wouldn't still be here.
Yeah, I agree.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Like, what, can you give like specific examples, like your individual roles, how you help people in your like little team succeed? Like what you do personally to help your team succeed?
Matt has a lot of great examples.
Yeah, I'll take a couple. Let's see. We had somebody who is in a role that is they're still younger, and there's still some things as far as the amount of knowledge that this person has. It's really, there's a lot. Very smart and very motivated, but we've got to work on a few things as far as slowing down just a little bit and thinking things through, and then seeing those things and teaching that person those things on how to slow down. Like when you're in front of a client, you've got to breathe, and you've got to take those little pauses just to kind of gather the information, and then talk about how to get through that barrier. And so she's done a real good job, and just to see where she's at now, she's kind of lining up to be I think one of our leaders in the future, and it's pretty cool to kind of help that process out. So there's that, and there's a bunch of other smaller success stories that I've had within the client services team, but you guys have probably seen some stuff too.
Within my role has a lot to do with the operations of the entire staff. So recently we've implemented a rewards and recognition program for all the employees to take part in, that they can actually give points to their other colleagues to reward them publicly for something that they've done, and you can earn points and redeem them for all sorts of different types of gifts that they might want, all the way up to a Ducati motorcycle, right?
Mhm. It's pretty cool.
But personally, I try to send individual notes, and like Matt said, walking over to someone's desk and really telling them how much you are thankful for what they've done and what a good job that they're doing really can go a long way. So that's personally what I try to do.
Just tag on to that, what I see them doing that I don't do a good job of, and they're not even, I don't think, realize it, is they're making investments into people by doing that, and I observe them doing it all the time. Because when the time comes and you need to make a withdrawal, that somebody needs to work, all-nighter to get this deal out, it's easy to pull that from them once you've deposited something into them. Does that make sense? So I got to do a better job of that. I see it's critical, and it comes natural to some people. It doesn't come natural to me. So it's a